Genesis 10:23. And the sons of Aram, Uz, Hut, Hul, Gether, and Mash. Now these are more Shemites. I believe like they're Arameanites. Something like that. Was these people? These people weren't Hebrew. This group, Hebrews, were known as Hebrews. This Shelah, which Abraham's descendant from, but I mean, sometimes our family's just our family. Listen, that doesn't mean we fall because our family is who they are. As soon as I figure out what verse, we'll be in Joshua 9. We in Joshua, we're in Samuel, first off. There's Samuel 8, 6 through 9. Okay. 1 Samuel 8, 6 through 9. But the thing displeased Samuel, that they wanted a king. No. Yeah, that they wanted a king. And they said, "Give us a king, to judge us." Samuel prayed to the Lord. Okay, he took his request to the Lord. This showed Samuel's character. The people wanting this showed they didn't go to the Lord. They didn't care what the Lord wanted. They wanted a king. Because Israel was set up to where God was their judge. Well, this wasn't good enough for Israel anymore. This wasn't good enough for them. They had to be like everybody else. There's a danger in wanting to be like everybody else. And it goes to the fall most of the time. Because we're not to be like somebody else. God's people were chosen to be special. We as Christians are chosen to be special. We're not to be like the world. We're called to be different. Verse 7. And the Lord said to Samuel, "Listen to the voice of the people in all that they say to you, for they have not rejected you, but they have rejected me so that I should not reign over them." So they're rejecting the Lord. But the funny thing about this is, God knew this was going to happen. God already prepared Jesus to be our king through the line of David. Even though David wasn't yet picked, God's plan still worked out because of this. Verse 8. According to all the works which they have done, with which they have forsaken me to serve and served other gods, since the day that I brought them out of Egypt, even to this day they do so to you also. They kept falling away, coming back, falling away, coming back. They're going to keep doing this. It's going to be worse with kings because each king's going to serve its own way and the people are going to follow the king. Their devotion, for the most part, was to the king, would be, not to God. This was the danger of having this king. A righteous God, the king would lead them to God. Unrighteous king would lead them away. Very few, the true remnant, it wouldn't matter. The remnant would follow God regardless. And to the remnant, it didn't matter whether there's a king or not, because God's still God and they're going to serve Him. Okay, verse 9. Now therefore listen to their voice, and yet protest solemnly to them, and show them the manner of king who shall reign over them. So he's telling them, warn them though. Do what they want, but warn them. Sometimes God lets us have what we want, but there's a warning that comes with it. God's loving even when we decide to do our own thing. And so the warning was going to come before the fall, and God's having him give the warning.